it wasn't something that I could make right because I was the thing that was bad if I were gay.
Right.
And that was a really tricky thing to navigate as a 6th, 7th, 8th grader, because I still didn't really have the correct language, and I still didn't know for sure what I was, my identity or my label, or I didn't even know that you had an option to not have a label and you could just be a human. And so that was something where I thought, okay, I'm this thing that maybe isn't great, so I need to make up for it in other ways. And I think that that was sort of the beginning of me putting out an external self that I felt like had to be kind of controlled and perfect, so that I could avoid being seen as who I really was. I could hide that like bad attribute about myself.
Yep. So this all led you to put out this facade.
Yeah.
And this like person that everybody perceived a certain way.
Yes. And
in a good light.
Yeah.
Because you felt like you had to.
I felt like that was my defense.
Yeah.
I recently heard one of my favorite authors, Jedediah Jenkins, he gave this analogy about being human. And he says, being human is like, working the knobs on a mixing board. So a mixing board is in a recording studio, and you've got like 100 knobs, right? And like little things that you push up and you push down and you twist, and you're just kind of always trying to equalize the sound, right? And this is such a great analogy for me, because I remember thinking, okay, if I'm gay and this gay knob is turned all the way up, that's like a kind of a scary thing, like a no-no. Like I don't want that to be seen. So I got to turn up all these other knobs. So I'm going to turn up, straight A's. I'm going to get straight A's. I'm going to crank up school and just pump that way up. And then I'm going to pump up sports because I'm going to be really good at sports. And then I'm going to turn up charm, and I'm going to turn up, the ability to sort of be fluid within friend groups. I'm going to be a chameleon. So I turned that way up so that I could fit in. And, I'm going to turn down the boyish tendencies that I had. I'm going to turn down my, the way that I dress. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to wear the backwards hats like I wanted to, or, the boys' shorts or whatnot. So turn those down, turn this other stuff up. And you're always kind of just like messing around with the knobs a little bit, trying to fit in. And that just... to me, that makes so much sense. And that's exactly what I was doing, is turning up that good stuff, so that people would not know.
Yeah. So that's a lot of perfectionism right there.
It's a lot of perfectionism.
Holding all those knobs and holding yourself accountable into the standard for all these things that weren't even really you.
They were me, but they were only the parts that I wanted people to see. And the other parts, I worked so hard at keeping hidden. I didn't talk about relationships too much, but I talked about them enough with people. I, was able to be really personable. I asked a lot of questions about other people. I really was a good listener, but I didn't talk a lot about what was truly going on, about my romantic life or, intimacy. I could talk for days about other topics, but I kept that very hidden away. And that takes a hell of a lot of energy.
Yeah.